Hey buddy, welcome to this video. We're going to have a look at how you can transform your body while you sleep, quite literally, understand the power of dreams, how it's connected to your belief system and therefore to your body. And I struggled for 40 years. You'll see a picture coming up of me just about now. I struggled for 40 years. The guilt, the shame, the pain that goes into being overweight is actually unimaginable, frankly, and it was ruining my life, quite literally. And so I used the law of attraction, some techniques that I had learnt, and I'm going to share those with you today. So stick around. If you like the video, please do subscribe to the channel, and we're going to have a look at 1, why it happens, 2, what you can do about it, 3, how you can work in your dreams and why that's so powerful. Number 4, I'll give you the actual strategy that I used. So let's get into this. Okay, so let's get into my story just very quickly. So my story really is about my mother, and my mother was absolutely obsessed with being overweight. I have no idea where she got it from. Her mum was a little bit tubby, but nothing, nothing outrageous. But she absolutely made my life a misery when I was younger. She also told me that I needed to be big and strong and manly. Now, what that means is that as a child, I grew up trying to be big and strong, but also if I was overweight at all, she just made my life an absolute misery, to the degree that she would actually cut up photos of me in front of me, show me the face and say, the rest of you's ugly. I'm doing you a favor by not showing you how terrible you are. And to be honest, even as I'm saying it right now, and as a parent of 3 children, I'm just so amazed at how crazy that is. But that was a belief system that in fact she had, and that's what I want to get across to you, is that I wasn't born with that belief system. This was a belief system that she picked up and that she essentially implanted within my brain. And what happens with a belief system is that it grows. Whatever you focus on, it will attract different thoughts. So of course, what do you think happened to my self-worth? Well, it went through the floor. What happened to my eating? It just went all over the place. So I was trying to combine these two belief systems essentially to try and please my mother, and my dad wasn't bothered. He was very chilled out, which is very cool. But essentially, it culminated in my weight going up and down dramatically over the years. And fundamentally, I think it was just one of the most unbearably painful experiences of my life. I mean, it absolutely ruined so many things. And if you're in the middle of that, I absolutely feel for you, because being overweight, not being able to do anything about it, the shame, the pain is just, people who aren't in that situation, they just don't know. So the key to get across in this first part is that it's not your fault. It's not your belief system. But when you have that belief system, it means that we have to deal with it. And that's the key, is that you've just constructed a belief system that's not serving you. And at the core of that, there's beliefs around self-worth and that type of thing. The challenge, of course, is that when you're in it, it's difficult to see. It's like a forest. You can't see the woods for the trees. You can't see all the beliefs. There's so much upset. There's so much pain and suffering, even just looking in the mirror or, going shopping, all the things that are awful for people when you feel, certainly that was my experience. And therefore, when you're in that, it's very difficult to see. And that's why working in dreams is the answer that you need. So we're going to have a look now at how you can work in your dreams and why that works. So what is dreaming? Well, dreaming happens when your conscious mind goes to sleep. Your brain is not operating in the same way anymore, but you still exist. And that's what the kind of spiritual search and law of attraction is all about. You exist outside of your physical brain and your 5 senses. And when you dream and you drop the physical body and you drop the physical brain, you are not you're not a victim to those beliefs anymore. You are able to, in fact, look at them in a completely different light, because you are not that person. So when you go to sleep, you kind of extract yourself from your physical focus. And at that point, you are completely free then to begin to pick apart, to begin to understand these beliefs and begin to use them. And that's why dreams are so powerful. So if you're in any situation like I was, and you may be, where you can't see the woods for the trees, it's so painful, so upsetting, and you've been in it for so long, and you've tried everything, you just can't solve this thing, and it's driving you absolutely crazy, then the dream state is exactly where you want to head to. Okay, so what is intention? Intention is when you send your consciousness in a particular direction with a particular result in mind. And when you're in the physical body and you're focused through a brain, we're kind of filtering through all those difficult, challenging emotions and beliefs. It's nigh on impossible. I certainly found it was as well. But when you dream and you turn your attention toward a particular goal, you're not limited by those anymore. You're free to just go towards the goal, to manifest the thing that you want to manifest. Okay, so now let's get into the process. So the first thing I want you to do is decide that you are not going to put yourself or body shame yourself anymore. Just decide that. You're going to let yourself off the hook. Even though you may look at yourself and go, look, I'm not where I want to be, you still might feel the emotions. I really want you to take that step of stopping to body shame and stop putting yourself down. What you do when you do that is you reaffirm the problem, and you have to kind of step away from it. So one technique is to imagine that you are not your body, okay, and that you're kind of stepping back from your body and you become more of an observer of your body and an observer of your emotions and the changes. So that's the first thing. So that's kind of like a mental and emotional trick, but it really does work and it's really important. Number two, I really want you to think about where you want to be. What kind of weight do you want? Because when we want to aim at something, we want a bit of a goal. Now, for me, it was just a certain size. I knew if I was a certain size in trousers, the rest of my body would follow. And so that's what I did. I said, look, I want to be this size. And when I went into the dreams, this is what I did. Remember that you're not limited in your dreams in the same way as you are in your daily life. So in daily life, you're going to kind of step away, step back, disconnect, stop body shaming yourself. And in your dreams, you're going to set your intention to then go and begin to resolve this. What you're going to do next is you're going to take a few weeks to do this process. You will get feedback. The feedback may be initially, as it was for me, a feeling of freedom. I started to feel as though, you know what, I just don't feel the same way. I just don't feel the need to eat. I don't feel the need to kind of, be big and strong, and that I actually changed what I was doing at the gym. I started to eat less just because I didn't feel as though. So pay attention to your feedback. It's really, really important. So you've taken the pressure off yourself emotionally by kind of removing the body shaming. You've then set your goal and you're moved into more of an intention, and now you're going to observe the feedback. And the key is, as you're going through this process, each time you go into sleep at night, just reaffirm the process. Reaffirm this is what you're wanting. And I promise you, and many people have done this, it's a form of kind of spiritual hypnosis, if you like. We hypnotized ourselves, you and I, into this problem in the first place. We were given a seed of an idea, and then we hypnotized ourselves, actually by our parents or whoever, just impressing these ideas. And it caused us to hypnotize ourselves. And now we're unhypnotizing. We're hypnotizing ourselves in a brand new way. We're disconnecting all those ideas and focusing on new ones. We're connecting them up within the conscious and the subconscious. And by doing that, you will begin to feel differently. You will attract other thoughts. You will attract feelings to that. And that is the process. Keep that up in a very gentle, positive way for 2 or 3 weeks. You might find you get results more than that. And I promise you that you will begin to get some feedback. If you've got any questions, pop them below in the comments. I really would love to help you get out of pain and into joy with your body like I did. And I'm just going to put the image up of my old size trousers again here, just to remind you that you can do it. But it requires a change of belief, and therefore different psychic, energetic, emotional, and kind of strategies that you can use. And when you follow those, I promise you, you will see some change. That's it. If you found any kind of value in this, please do subscribe to the channel. Got so many ideas and so many other videos to help you with. Also, please like the video and share it if you know somebody who is in pain and struggling with their weight, and this can really help them. That's it. I honestly wish you all the best with this, and I really hope that this helps you. That's it. Have a great day. Please comment below. Let me know how you get on. Have a great day. All the best.